Good afternoon again, everybody. We're currently live inside the Amoranto Sports Complex in Quezon City. So we bring you the live coverage of the games of the TMT Play Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. We're currently in the fifth game of our 9-game slate. Once again, another do-or-die game. This time, the 16 and under matchup that's going to be between the 9th place Malabon Fisher Mall up against the number 10 team, the Marikina Junior Shoe Masters. So if you guys want to check out all the games that have been played today, you can go to Facebook and YouTube and the late telecast, Channel 98 on Signal TV. Once again, good afternoon. This is Nico Rocha along with my partner today, Coach Noy, Africa and Coach Noy. That was a great game that we called in the first game a while ago with Rizal moving on, dominating fashion.
Yeah, that's right. But right now it's going to be the Malabon and Marikina matchup, number 9 and number 10. Actually, they're tied at 3 and 7 with the number 8 seed. Ito nga, Antipolo. Antipolo actually falling against Manila earlier. So the winner here will be facing Antipolo for the last spot in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, so do or die talaga sa mga dalawang koparan na makita natin ngayon. Let's take a look at the previous game between Malabon and Marikina here.
Of course, Malabon pulled off that victory July 12. I think this was the opening day, opening week of the junior MPBL. They won 67 to 53 in that ball game. They shot slightly better from the field, 46% against 42% for Marikina. They did hit 4 more three-pointers, so that's an easy plus 12 for them. They shared the basketball 18 to 8. They forced 17 steals, which they converted into 13 fast break points. So let's see if Malabon can continue to show, quote-unquote dominance against the Marikina Junior Shoe Masters.
Well, it's been months, so we'll never know how things might have changed by now. It's already October. Let's now move on to the side of the marquee matchup. This is going to be between Monico Manlutak of Malabon Fisher Mall and Mart Hagonoy of Marikina Junior Shoe Masters.
Well, most of the time yung mga marquee matchup natin, they don't really materialize on the floor, but these two will be going head-to-head, of course. Itong si Monico Manlutak averaging 9 points and close to 5 rebounds per game. They do pale in comparison against the 14 and 12 of Mart Hagonoy, but they will be definitely matched up against each other in this game. And if I'm not mistaken, Mart Hagonoy was not even on the roster yet for Marikina. So we expect this team to be what it is, a win or go home situation for both teams.
Win or go home indeed. That's why let me now turn you over to the venue announcer for the starting lineups and get this game going.
Good afternoon, Junior MPBL fans, and welcome to Amoranto Sports Complex here in Quezon City. This is the Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL inaugural season. It's the playoffs playing powered by TMT Play, and this is the 16 under division. It's the battle between the number 9 seed results, which it's the battle of the 9th seed Malabon Fisher Mall and the 10th seed Marikina Junior Shoe Masters. And now let's meet the starters. First from your Malabon Fisher Mall. Introducing the starters, first from your Marikina Junior Shoe Masters. Starting guard, number 10, Dwayne Tendesha. Shooting guard, number 6, Sanji Mestidio. Small forward, number 26, Pete Junio. Power forward, number 14, Mart Hagonoy. Center number 10, Lebron Escalante. Head coach for the Marikina Junior Shoe Masters, Mr. Don Michael Canieba. Assisted by Adrian Tambonco and Daniel Mermeto. And now let's meet the starters from your Malabon Fisher Mall. Point guard number 2, Christian Mirania. Shooting guard number 11, Andre Garcia. Power forward number 7, Sean Santos. Small forward number 0, Yuan Pacheco. And at center number 6, John Lee Milano. Referees for this ball game, Christopher Santos, Richard Borbe, and your crew chief, John Mahinay. This is Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL inaugural season. Playoffs play ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
All right, it's now the first quarter between Malabon Fishermen up against the Marikina Junior Masters. Seeds 9 and 10 here inside the Amoranto Sports Complex. Once again, the starting 5 for Malabon: Pacheco, Miranya, Milano, Santos, and Garcia. While for Marikina is Mestidio, Tendencia, Escalante, Hagono, and Junio. The first 2 points in this ball game going to Marikina. Pacheco is wide open for 3. Quick answer for Malabon. All net right there in the left corner.
Yuan Pacheco, currently in the tournament, averaging just 3 points per ball game. Already matching that in the first minute.
Malabon up 3-2 right now. And you can hear the rain pouring down outside the Amoranto Sports Complex. So if you're in the area, feel free to take cover here inside.
Oh, yeah,
It's free admission anyway.
And if you want to feel the chills,
Oof, all the more.
it's very cold here in the venue, especially for us here at courtside. But of course, if you're Malabon, you're gonna have to rely on guys like Manlutak, who averages 9 points per game. You have Sean Santos averaging 7 points per game, and then you have Sanchez averaging 7 points and 8 rebounds per game. As you see, Sean Santos scoring that time. For Marikina, it's of course Hagonoy averaging a double-double. You have Tendencia, 8 points, 3 assists, and 3 steals per game. And Mestidio, who I think has the potential to be their lead perimeter scorer, averaging 8 points per game.
Marco Gonoy right there, once again scoring for Marikina. Unlike the other game ngayon, aga-aga pa lang, both teams are hitting and connecting with their baskets.
Well, that's right. Of course, you know, all the games here are clearly very important, and very important for, you know, teams to be able to start strong.
Swarming defense on Marikina, but they were called there for a foul. First team foul on Marikina, 8 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. They have a slim 1-point lead over Malabon. The pass inside the paint, no good. Although, it's a clean block on Marikina. White shirts getting a key defensive stop there. Here they come, wasting no time. And that's a power move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, official fitness part of the Junior MPBL. That is by number 14. One of our key players to watch out for, Mart Hagonoy.
Well, that time just really powering his way through. And midway through this tournament, I think it was Daphne Cristobal who reported na itong si Mart Hagonoy used to one of yung mga nagkakarga dyan sa Dangwa.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of story was really touching, and now you see him sharing the spotlight with his teammates here in the Junior MPBL. Just imagine that platform for these kids to be able to showcase their wares and be able to share their inspiring stories. And I think Mart Hagonoy has really just been giving his all in this game.
Well, with that, it's one more time. Another power move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness part of the Junior MPBL. Once again, another bonus. They've been dominating the paint. Not only Mark Hagonoy is the one doing it, also his teammates helping him out in that regard.
That time, that's Pete Junio being able to get an opportunity for a three-point play, which he converts.
7-point lead right now for Marikina. 12-5 is their score. Hagonoy with a steal, although he loses the basketball as well. That drive for Malabon, he gets hacked. And they should head to the line for 2 as well.
That was a very tight pass there from Aran. Passing off to his teammate. This is...
And at the line is Malabon for 2 free throws.
It's Cruz. Uno Antonio Cruz.
Yes, Uno Antonio Cruz averaging 2.7 points, 2.8 rebounds in 12 minutes of action. He may not have seen a lot of minutes in the regular season, but circumstances lead to him playing early right now and could easily surpass the 12-minute mark that he usually plays during their regular season games. Cruz, careless pass on his regard. Ang tawagan dito ng foul yung Marikina. He's trying to stop that layup by Garcia.
That's 3 early fouls here for Mestidio. Senji Mestidio averaging 8 points per game. And this could be a problem here for Marikina.
Ooh, that was a wild pass. Almost stolen by Marikina. Air ball though, but at least the blue shirts were able to get at basketball. No more time left. I don't think that's good even if it went in. 4 minutes has passed here inside the Amoranto Sports Complex. Marikina in control early in the first quarter. Both teams shooting 66%. High clip right now in the first quarter.
So far, not really dependent on the 3-ball. Both teams have only attempted once from the 3-point area. Malabon converting on theirs. Marikina missing their only attempt.
Yeah, so far both teams prioritizing the paint. But Marikina has to stop those careless turnovers if they want to increase this lead. They get a counter steal though. The drive and the lefty finish.
It's Pete Junio now with 5 points.
Cruz just short on that layup. Good thing a teammate was right there to pick up the board. And a foul was called on Lebron Escalante.
That time getting caught biting on the fake. That's actually a big front line. Not really big, but a very bulky front line for Marikina with Hagonoy and Escalante inside.
First shot is good for Matthew Aran. He averages 6.3 points, 2.2 rebounds in 15 minutes of action.
Well, it's funny how, you know, we pretty much have started both of the games we covered with throw away the stats.
Yes, throw away the stats talaga. Wala na talaga. Kasi ano eh, I mean, nung time na yun, maybe all of their guys were there present. But now, we're in the middle of school, of exams even. And that's why next man up mentality. That applies for all, from seeds number 1 to number 10.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, stats is a good basis for, you know, for past performances, but it cannot be the be-all and end-all of everything. You know, you can't just analyze a game using stats. You really have to, you know, because there are some players who are more valuable on the floor than what the stats tell us about. I think it was Coach Tab Baldwin who kind of nitpicked against the press for being too focused on the stats.
Yes. There's a lot of stats. I think sa Ateneo, marami silang ano eh, heart and...
yeah, I think advanced statistics.
Advanced statistics sila yun, which more of focuses on what the other... Well, what they want to see in the stats floor compared to the traditional stats. The points, rebounds, assists, and more. Although they're easy, gimme, no good. Just bouncing off the rim. Malabon, down by 6. Although tawagan natin ng traveling doon. The feet got too shuffly with that one. It's going back to the white shirts here. We got a timeout on the floor. by the Marikina Junior Shoemasters. We'll see you guys after this quick break.
In basketball,
Coach DMC of Marikina said that they really prepared and scouted Malabon dahil ito raw ang unang koponan na nakatalo sa kanila dito sa Junior MPBL. Kaya naman babawi sila, especially that they are offering this game in remembrance to their late teammate Rain Reños. Para naman kay Coach Froilan ng Malabon, just enjoy the game and no pressure at kung saan naman daw lalapit ang panalo sa kanila ngayong hapon. Pero bago muna yan mga kaliga, pasalamat muna tayo sa TMT Play for bringing the sheer fun here in the Junior MPBL dahil pwede ka na nga maglaro at manalo gamit lang ang inyong phone anytime, anywhere. But gaming is for 21 years old and above only, so keep it fun mga kaliga. Game responsibly. Nico and Coach Noy.
Thanks for that, Andy. And iba talaga yung a team that's inspired. They're playing for somebody beyond them. Once again, rest in peace to Rain Reños. I think there was a heartfelt post by the group Everybody when he unfortunately passed.
Yeah,
A few weeks ago.
Condolences from your junior MPBL family, and you have your teammates right here. You know, they're playing for you, and yeah, like what you said, sometimes all it takes really is for a single event for a team to actually come together to have that solitary purpose. And Marikina really they don't really need an additional motivation to win this ball game, but you know, for a fallen comrade, a fallen brother, that will be great fuel that Malabon will need to, you know, find their own unifying fuel for them to try and pull off this win also.
You see there a swipe by Malabon and getting hit. But despite that, able to make the basket. That was a power move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, official fitness partner of the Junior MPBL. And this kind of strength and conditioning can only be achieved through enrolling programs like Pound for Pound Fitness. Give it a look. Check out Google, and it's for sure in a place near you.
Almost taking a tumble there after the finish is Matthew Aran. And mind you, that was not an easy layup. You know, Escalante was not giving him a layup. That is a good, hard playoff foul. And yet, Aran still able to finish through the contact.
Yun yung right word, no? Good, hard playoff foul.
Oh, yeah.
Hindi siya madumi. It's just that you just really want to contest that basketball. And nagtamaan na talaga kayo mid-air. Once again, a key steal for Malabon. They are able to cut this lead down from what was 1-6 to just 1. So a lot of time left here in the first quarter. Blue and white competing against one another, and Malabon 2 straight steals here. They have the opportunity to take the lead. Let's see how they do it. Operating from the mid-range, they opt for a drive, the up and under for number 36. That is Mark Joseph Sanchez.
That was a difficult shot there for Sanchez. Just showing his mastery of the English. Hindi kasi ako masyado magaling dyan sa English. No.
Kaka-English mo nga lang kanina.
Kaka-English.
Loko ka, ha? And although catching us by surprise, Malabon now with the lead, 17-16. That was a 7-0 run in a matter of a minute.
Of course, a run with back-to-back baskets. And then, you know, that hard, difficult finish for Sanchez. They were up 16-10 itong Marikina until that late surge. And if you remember in the previous game, it took a late surge in the first quarter for Rizal to, you know, start that breakaway.
Yeah.
So, you know, really, you have to be careful. Those little spurts could actually mean the ball game for some teams.
Although a sorry miss there with the rim blocking that shot. Here comes Marikina with a spinner Rooney, and once again, I thought that would be another third and one play for them in the first quarter, but it just slightly rolled off the rim. We got a timeout on the floor before we see those two free throws by Marikina. Back here inside the Amoranto Sports Complex. And despite the rain outside, a lot of people continue to support us here to watch the play-in tournament for the Junior MPBL presented by TMT Play of Manny Pacquiao. Marikina takes back the lead after those two free throws. It's a back and forth affair between these two teams right now. Really entertaining battle that we're observing here on the floor. Almost a steal there by the white shirts. They opt for the three. Nope. It was a fake out instead. They go to the paint and regain the lead.
Well, they've been trying to set up Uno Cruz in that play, and finally Cruz will score a basket there.
Nice drop pass for Marikina, and the push was enough to give them a 1-point lead. Seesaw battle. Although time has expired here in the first quarter with Marikina going up to the second quarter with a 1-point advantage. Let's take a look here at the TMT Play move of the game. And that is by, well, going to the side of Marikina. Nifty dribbling there, the no-look pass, the fake out, and the finish. We'll get to see more of those in the second quarter. Second quarter of action here inside the Amoranto Sports Complex between the Malabon Fisher Mall up against the Marikina Junior Shoe Masters 20-19. Once again, this is Nico Rocha along with my partner Coach Noy Africa, our courtside reporter Andy Veloso. Your panel for the afternoon games here for Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL.
That's right. In the first quarter, both teams shooting very well from the field. I think it's really good shot selection for both teams. 7 out of 14, 50%. And that's not the stomach of my partner Nico. That's actual thunder rumbling here.
So ang tanong na lang natin, sino ba dito yung magpapaulan? Kasi so far, hindi pa natin ma-predict sino makakalayo. This is the kind of playoff battle that we love to see. Although, yung chan ko, I would say na ganyan na rin ngayon. It's kind of craving for something. But at least this basketball action is satisfying my needs. Here we go. Another steal for Malabon. Good thing Marikina's right there. medyo helter-skelter tayo dito ngayon, no? When it comes to getting to see what's a clear possession of the basketball.
Well, that's something that we've seen Mart Hagonoy has been trying to do, trying to bring the ball down on his own. And first time, I think the ball was stolen from him, and this time getting called for a kick ball. So he might need to trust his teammates more to bring the ball down for him.
That is the 6th steal for Marikina. The bump. Ooh, natawagan ng traveling doon. That should be the
Hagonoy. With another turnover.
Interesting here for Mart Hagonoy. He already has 13 points and 4 rebounds. Eclipsing, well, not eclipsing, but already matching his total, at least in points and season averages, with a lot more to play in the first half. I gotta love how these teams are diving for the ball like it's the last possession of this game.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, in a play or go home situation, you're gonna expect teams to play this way. Itong si Mart Hagonoy will get some rest from Coach DMC. Mart Hagonoy, you'd be surprised to look at the stat sheet, and already he has 13 points, very quietly amassing that total.
Usually, players who play inside the paint, yun yung dun sila you could say sneakily get those points.
Not only points, you know, you look at the stat sheet and they already have double-doubles, no?
Nagugulat ka na lang, 15 and 15. Pero ramdam mo yung mga tres.
Yeah.
Ramdam mo yung 9 points. Ganyan, ni player A, player B. You see here, Marikina trying to make a splash from downtown. Although it seems like there's a lid on that basket. Rebounded by the blue shirts. Man-to-man defense being deployed right now by Marikina. Hounding the ball handlers of Malabon. They have 9 seconds remaining at the shot clock. They offer the drive, the sidestep, the last-minute pass, and it's good. That is by number 42, Justin Ferreros.
Yeah, but only with his first 2 points, I think,
in
the
the
tournament.
Yeah. Gonna love the next man up mentality here for the junior MPBL. Let's see what happens here. Fake out and faking out the 3. The floater almost halfway in as the basketball, but rebounded. Well, I think I spoke too early. There was a steal by Marikina, but they also missed a gimme of their own, and that was like a take foul on Marikina to stop the fast break by Malabon.
It's a good thing we're not in the NBA.
Ano yun, di ba? Take foul, di ba?
Yeah, that would have meant free throws.
Pero isa lang ata sa NBA, di ba? Alam ko isa lang pag ganun.
Just one.
Pero pag sa FIBA, it's 2, parang it's like an unspo. Di ba? It's 2 free throws plus
Unspo
possession.
or an advantage foul. Well, that's meant to, you know, quicken the game.
Yeah.
So teams don't give up those take fouls. And I think that's a result of, you know, European basketball would give up those take fouls to not allow the other team to score easily in transition.
Would you agree that at least for us here in the Philippines, we should adopt really the European style of play? I think you think that's the best course of action for us.
On a quality standpoint, maybe, but personally, I feel like Filipinos want their basketball entertaining.
Oh,
that's why, you know, we're players geared towards, you know, individual type plays, the flashiness. I think that's more the way Filipinos play basketball. So I'm right in the middle.
You're in the middle of both. Depende sa like sa age group maybe depende ba sa
maybe in age group, that's when you try to implement the European style, you know, just to have that fundamental set early, and then just let it be entertaining as they move and progress further. Because more than anything, basketball right now, it's not necessarily just a sport, it's sports entertainment.
Was a power move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness. The official
experience, enjoyment, and believe. Those are the three big words that Coach DMC said about their journey so far here in the Junior MPBL. Coach DMC also praised the dedication of his key player, Pete Junio. Dahil alam nyo ba mga kaliga, itong si Junio at ang kanyang tatay ay minotoro daw ang Pangasinan papuntang Marikina para lang makapag-try out sa koponan na ito. Sabi niya talagang pangarap daw nila ng kanyang tatay ang makasali sa ganitong liga. That's why he's always passionate and dedicated every game. Nico and Coach Noy?
story. Once again, it's a crazy story to find out about the sacrifices, the kind of dedication that these boys have shown to actually make a team from Pangasinan to Marikina.
Well, it's not only, you know, him making the trip, but the
It's also
support
the
of
dad.
his father,
Yeah.
you know? You can, you know, really, success in sports. Usually there's a support group. It's not an individual just chasing their dreams. There has to be support. It's not necessarily family. It could be, you know, a coach who just takes a liking to you, sees your potential, do everything and anything for you. It could be family, friend, whoever, but you know, just I think that's what is very engaging about sports, even basketball in particular. You know, because stories are meant to be made at any given point. Even in a regular basketball game like this, you'll never know, something historic could just happen. You know, someone could hit a shot from the inbound from the backcourt, or you know,
Okay yun ah.
it just happens. You know. So I think that's really the beauty of sports, and that's why we're all glued to our screens right now, because it's really just life unfolding right in front of us.
Agreed, your coach. No stories is what makes basketball to be loved and dearly by fans. Not just the rules, but more of the players that compose the game.
Yeah, most definitely, and that's why we still have jobs.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, that's why
we're you know, we're creating that story. We're trying to tell that story to everyone who, you know, has the patience to listen to us.
And as well, we gotta give kudos to our courtside reporters for trying to find those kind of stories. They
For
always
sure.
ask the right questions. That's what we appreciate about the whole staff that we have here in the Junior MPBL, and to bring these stories to you guys on Facebook and YouTube, and of course on Channel 98 and Signal TV. We got a timeout here by Malabon. See you guys after this quick break.
Mga kaliga, I have here ni Assistant Coach Pem Tambongko of Marikina. So Coach, dikit na dikit ang ating scores. Paano ba kailangan gawin ng team para tuluyan ng makalamang?
So ayun, maging aggressive lang sila both in defense and offense. Patuloy lang nila yung ganong senaryo. Nakakatiyak ako na pagdating ng fourth quarter, makukuha namin yung panalo and lalamang kami. Siyempre in defense, once na maganda yung pinapakita mo depensa, pagdating sa opensa, napakadali na, dadating na lang yung opensa. Mag-focus muna sa depensa at isusunod natin yung opensa.
Thank you so much, Coach. Meron ka bang gustong pasalamatan o batiin?
Gusto ko lang pasalamatan yung mga boss namin, kay Councilor Elvis Tolentino, kay Boss Emerson de la Cruz ng EC Jersey, kay Boss Alan Wanico, kay Boss Paul Bandril ng Magic 7, and kay Doc Renz po ng Doc Boleros.
Thank you so much, Coach, and good luck po for the game. Pero bago muna yan, mga kaliga, pasalamat muna tayo sa TMT Play for bringing the sheer fun here in the Junior MPBL, dahil pwedeng-pwede ka na nga maglaro at manalo gamit lang ang inyong phone anytime, anywhere. But gaming is for 21 years old and above only, so keep it fun, mga kaliga. Game responsibly. Nico and Coach Noy?
Thank you for that, Andy. And you're gonna appreciate coaches who are really confident in their team, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, pretty much what Assistant Coach Bem is saying is, if we follow the game plan,
Yeah.
we're gonna be in the game at the end for sure.
I really appreciate those kind of coaches. Like, diretso na. Oh, kaya natin yan. And you see there, they just made the three. They try to score from them once again from this time in the corner, but that was short. You got a minute and 55 remaining. Still a tight ball game. Knowing how the trend is here, baka mag-tie nga tayo heading to the second half, into the half. But let's see.
But for sure, this has been a close ball game. Marikina still with a 3-point lead. By no means a luxury.
Yeah, no. 20 points nawawala. A one-possession game right now. This time, Marikina, instead of opting for the 3, that was a sweet pass. Number 5, more specifically, that was Denmark Makaraya waiting for that pass and able to convert with no blue shirt on site.
That time it was Hagonoy setting up his teammates, showing that he is willing to share the basketball to an open teammate.
And Mark Hagonoy showing that he's not only a traditional big, he's also a big that can pass.
That's right. And that's only going to help him as he moves forward in his basketball journey.
Alam mo, I like how the game has evolved, considering that the taller you are. But before that, I love that potential 4-point play. That was a 3-ball by Rance Lee Chong. That was a powerful, brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, official fitness part of the Junior MPBL. And whenever you make those kind of big plays, that could just be the things you need in order to pull away eventually.
Yeah, definitely. And Lee Tiong is on the floor specifically for this purpose. He can get hot really quickly from the outside.
Although it's an air ball free throw. I think kay Lee Chong, I think he needs somebody to be there to contest his shot.
Oh yeah,
to
somebody
go
has
in.
to hit him.
Yeah, somebody has to hit him. Kidding aside, an 8-point lead now for Marikina. This is the biggest lead in this game so far between the two teams. Malabon trying to find an answer. I think they've been stuck at 25 for a while. Agoho for 3. Too strong right there in Marikina. Let's see if they hold for the last shot. I think the coaches are signaling for the last
Yeah,
shot.
exactly. I think they heard you.
It's great to have my voice heard. but a steal there by Malabon. Agoho with a drive and a power move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness part of the Junior MPBL. It was a lefty finish while fending off a defender who's barreling right towards him.
We've been seeing a lot of pound for pound fitness finishes here. And that's exactly why you want to take the last shot possible. You don't want to give your opponent an opportunity to score, and the other end, much worse, give them an opportunity for a 3-point play.
That is by, once again, John Maurice Agoho. The bonus is no good. 2 seconds remaining. Let's see what Marikina does here. The prayer, unfortunately not answered. But at least Marikina is going to the halftime break with a 6-point lead over Malabon Fisher Mall. 33-27 is her score. But before that, let's take a look at a TMT play move of the game. Here's your TMT play move of the game by Mark Hagonoy with 13 points, 5 rebounds, faking 2 defenders there for the bucket. See you guys for the third quarter.
Here's Wagan. Kicks it out. Doliente, step back. Goes up. Yes!
Let's take a look at some of the highlights between the Marikina Junior Shoemasters up against the Malabon Fishermen. The score is 33-27 with Marikina with a late push to end the second quarter.
Yeah, that's right. But so far from the field, it's actually Malabon shooting better. 43% against 38% para dito sa Marikina. However, Marikina has been able to take 8 more field goal attempts, making 2 more than Malabon. And both teams shooting very well from the 2-point area, 50%, 9 out of 18 for Malabon, 10 out of 20 for Marikina. But from the 3-point area, Marikina 2 out of 11 for 18%, 1 out of 5 for Malabon. But fast break points also 10-0 for Malabon. But Marikina still with a 6-point lead here. Leading the way for Malabon is Aran with 7. And no surprise for Marikina, it's Hagonoy already with 13.
I think that was Cruz trying to stop that drive by number 9 of Marikina. That is Dwayne Tendencia. Dwayne averaging 8 points, a rebound, and 3 assists, and 22 minutes of action during the regular season of the Junior MPBL. And of course, he will be swishing that first free throw.
And of course, you have to add the 3 steals per game for Tendencia. But so far, not really making much of an impact in this ball game. But they're still ahead by 6.
Up by 6 indeed. See that Marikina trying to deploy a full court pressure a while ago. Switching back to zone. Coach, are you a fan of the zone defense? Some coaches are really opposed to doing it. Some really prefer na man-to-man lang tayo all throughout.
I think it was a couple of years ago where there was a movement. If I'm not mistaken,
now, meron
it
pa
was Coach Juno Soler who was trying to push for the non-implementation of the zone defense in the age group competitions. But it makes sense, of course. You force the kids to learn the basics of on-ball, one-on-one defense. But then again, of course, you in the grand scheme of things, as you try to pick up wins, you try to hide the weaknesses of some of your players, and that's why you play zone. It's not necessarily, the players not learning how to play defense properly. It's just a different kind of defense wherein you need the smarts also to play the zone defense, to be able to know how to play particular areas instead of playing a man straight up. But if you ask me,
where do you stand?
In the age group competitions, like I guess up to the 14 under, it makes sense to not use the zone defense and to play, play full man-to-man, pick up maybe full court, just so the kids get that ingrained in them first, how to play defense properly on ball, or playing a man, as opposed to the zone, where I feel like it takes a lot of smarts also to play the zone defense.
Yeah, and communication. Hindi lang smarts. It's more
not,
of
it's not necessarily saying that you're making it easy for the kids if you just let them play zone defense, because it's really a lot of communication. It's really a lot of brains to figure that out. And I think they're trying to check here for second motion. I saw a little bit of
pabaon.
Konting
baon. Merienda. Perfect at this time. The three
you were having yours earlier.
I was having it earlier. But I was only given minute and 30 seconds to consume it. But we can always do it later after this game.
That's part of the job.
That's part of the job. I love my job. Anyway, we got 2 free throws here for Escalante, and he makes the first free throw, giving Marikina, I would say this is their biggest lead, 38-29 against Malabon.
Yes, definitely.
I think unspo ba yan? Because that's 2 free throws. And ball possession for Marikina. It was been upgraded to a sportsman-like foul.
Oh, I thought
It was like that, right? I mean,
I thought it was on Escalante actually.
Kanina yung sinasabi
Well,
mo.
it was a bit of second motion there.
But I think something may have caused that one. So anyway, let's see how this progresses. Will that be a decision that Malabon will regret? Great defense, just hands up, blocking the shot by Escalante. Here comes Malabon, true to their nature, deploying the fast break. Although out of bounds, it's going back to the blue shirts.
And this is actually an interesting quote-unquote twin tower combination in Escalante and Hagonoy. I think early in the tournament when they did not have Hagonoy just yet, they actually had 2 post players playing the twin tower combination. I forgot. I think it was Catalan who is not available today.
Yeah.
With Escalante, they were using a double post offense early in the tournament. But the minute they got Hagonoy a little bit more versatile than Catalan and Escalante. And I think this is actually a good combination for them right now.
Great interior passing for Malabon, although the front line of Marikina was well ready for their shot inside the paint. 8 points separate these 2 teams from downtown. And it's swish for number 6. That is Mestidio of the Marikina Junior Shoemasters.
As I said earlier, Mestidio can really, he has the potential to be their premier perimeter scorer. However, in the first half, he picked up 3 early fouls, and that's why he had to sit out most of the second quarter.
What better way for Mestidio to make his presence felt here? Tagal niya nakaupo, but it doesn't matter. Making that earlier 3. Fortunate turn of events there for Marikina. Call for a traveling on Hagonoy. Gusto ko dito kay Mestidio, kahit may 3 fouls, kung maka-defend, kala mo wala pang foul eh.
Well, I guess if he, tones down that defensive intensity, he's gonna be pulled out anyway. So might as well just, play with full intensity all the time.
Overshooting that 3 is Malabon. Goes back to the white shirts. Nice slip by Escalante, although he gets blocked once again under the rim. Advantage for Malabon. Unable to take advantage of that one. Back and forth affair right now between these 2 teams. They get a foul right there. Although let's give this first to Andy Veloso to see what she has to say.
For Sean Brian Santos of Malabon, he always give his 110% every game dahil nga gusto niya maging role model sa nakababata niyang kapatid na si Duke Santos na naglalaro sa 14 under ng Malabon. Sabi nga niya, nag-aaway man daw sila ni Duke madalas, pagdating naman sa court ay talagang teamwork ang kanilang pinapairal. Sean also added that their opponent today has height advantage, so they really need to improve on their rebounds and box outs. Tignan natin kung ano pa ang maibubuga ni Sean Santos ngayong next half. Di kayo, Coach Noy?
I love that story considering that. But first again, Andy, thank you so much. Pag magkakabatang kapatid, hindi talaga maiwasan yung away, no?
Hindi kasi ako makarelate. Wala akong kapatid na lalaki.
Wala kapatid. Pero ako, may kapatid ako lalaki. Ano talaga, away talaga kami. Siguro up until...
Up until kanina?
14,
Hindi naman.
siguro up until 14-15, dun yung mga away na petty fights between your brother. Lagi ka nag-aaway about the small things, but at the end of the day, you got each other's backs.
Oh, yeah.
And you care about each other's
And
development.
as you grow older, that care will manifest more.
Oo.
Right, but 110%. Up until now, I don't understand that.
Why? Why don't you understand?
It's only
that?
up to 100%. So your 110% is actually your 100%.
Yes,
Okay, I'm just trying to be
being a tito.
Tito. Exactly.
Another 3 ball for Marikina. Kanina pa sila actually, ngayon sila nagpapaulan ngayong third quarter, and that is why they are enjoying their biggest lead of this game, 48-33. Malabon searching for answers. They don't want to drown amidst this rain from downtown from Marikina.
And you're talking about drowning, and we're having teams from Marikina and Malabon playing.
Yes, we all know how the body of water
I
is...
meant about flooding. Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, I know.
Not about drowning. Let's not get
more
into
of
that.
more of the downpour,
Yeah, the
or at least
downpour, yeah,
how
that's
we
right.
synonymous water with Marikina and Malabon. There
Yeah,
you
that's
go.
right. Actually, when sabi nga ni Andrea, Sean Santos felt like they had the height disadvantage against Marikina. It's not really a height disadvantage. Maybe he was saying that as he was looking at Hagonoy and Escalante maybe. But in general, you could see there is also some length here on the side of Malabon.
You see there, finally Malabon able to stop the drought and cut the lead back to 13. I've seen this movie before. Especially in last game nga natin, diba? It's more of a, you see your teammate make a three-pointer and then they become so contagious.
Yeah.
Medyo pinilit dun sa inside the paint. I think somebody was wide open on the right side. And Malabon making them pay. That could have been an open 3 for Marikina. That's why there's a timeout on the floor. But we can see here, though, that Marikina, despite those small mistakes, they're still up by 11. And that is why this timeout is definitely much needed in order to talk about na, hey, we can't go away from the game plan. We're only up by 11. If we continue to pile on those mistakes, our lead will turn into a deficit the next thing you know. But first, let's take a look at the Jinky Skin face of the game. And our cameraman able to capture the best side of our fans here inside the Amoranto Sports Complex. And if you want to be a part of the Jinky Skin face of the game or any of our promos, be sure to go here in Quezon City to watch the remaining games of the Junior MPBL of Manny Pacquiao, presented by TMT Play.
I'm really amazed at how our fans here are very comfortable on cam.
On camera.
I'm not even comfortable on cam just yet. And they're just pulled from the crowd. They get the camera on them, and they're all smiles already.
And I'm sure that 99% of these fans are just on their phones, biglang may lalapit.
Oh yeah.
And then you just imagine, may konting pressure na, oh no, do I look good? There's there's thousands of people watching me online. But they're always ready for the moment, just like yung mga sinusuporta nilang players that are playing here inside the court right now. 2 minutes and 20 remaining here.
Still an 11-point lead here for Marikina. Malabon still trying to find the answers here. The best thing for them, though, is they're still very much in this ball game. They just have to figure out this offense of theirs.
Shot there is good for Malabon. Now back to single digits is the lead of Marikina.
It's a long two there for John Agoho.
Good save there by Marikina. Let's see if they have an answer. Despite being double teamed under the basket, able to punch the ball through. The no-look pass, Malabon, hounded inside the paint, kicking it for a 3-ball of their own. Only their second 3-pointer out of 8 attempts.
And that time it's Melano hitting his first basket, a 3-pointer to cut the lead down to just 8 points.
Ogonoy for 3. Rebounded though by Marikina. Back to a 10-point lead, offensive board. Actually, Marikina is dominating the boards, although only by a slight margin, by 4, 32-26.
But that time, even the small guy, biglang awa, showing no mercy underneath with the offensive rebound and the putback.
A minute remaining here. Some substitutions right now for both teams coming in. 14 fouls for Marikina, 3 for Malabon. Ball possession for the Malabon Fishermen. Operating on the top of the key. Another 3 ball for Malabon. 2 straight for them.
Just like that, that lead is down to just 7 points.
Sweet pass. Let's see if Marikina answers with a 3 ball of their own. Hits the front rim. Malabon is running, wasting no time. It leads to a turnover instead. A bit careless there with the passing. Marikina with the numbers, 4 versus 3 advantage. The drive, the step, and I think our referee sees it traveling there. Goes back to the blue shirts.
Well, I think the problem there for Penaga is his moves look a bit awkward, and that's what I think, gives the referees extra time to, try to decipher if he traveled or not. It's not as fluid.
Medyo ano rin no? Parang nag-alinlangan. Ayan. But that was slowed down. Can you just imagine in real time?
It was the slowdown that actually, sometimes when it looks too pretty or sometimes too ugly, so that's when the referees take a second look, but they're calling an unsportsmanlike foul here.
On Garcia.
Let's see if we caught that on the replay.
See Garcia here. Yeah, I think that call, the unsportsmanlike foul was warranted for Andre Garcia. Medyo may second motion.
Yeah, you're not allowed to try to go for the basketball with a closed fist.
Yeah, exactly. So that means that's 2 free throws for Marikina plus ball possession. And unfortunately for Malabon, kayo mahabol. Those kind of things, you have to avoid at all costs.
He was making, a good play there, a hustle play, going for a 50-50 ball. But at the last moment, tried to swipe at the basketball with a closed fist. There was no intention to hurt, I think. But, you show that intent. It could be misinterpreted as intent to hurt because of the closed fist.
Definitely. That's something that talo ka talaga in terms of the replay, even though sa utak mo wala naman talaga, but it's the motion, the action that determines those kind of calls. The 3-pointer hits back rim. Almost a swipe there from behind. Here comes Malabon. They got 6 seconds remaining. Bobbling that basketball, and unfortunately for them, they step on the line.
That would have been an opportunity to come even closer. But right now, they cannot give up fouls. Both teams already in the penalty.
A second to go. The prayer unanswered there. But Marikina will head to the 4th quarter with a comfortable lead of 53-45. You need every point you can get, considering that this has been a tight affair between the blue and white. Let's take a look at the TMT play, move of the game before we head to the 4th and final frame. And this is going to go to Malabon. This is one of their 2 3-pointers that they hit in this quarter. And let's see if they can make the comeback in the final frame. Fourth quarter here inside the Amoranto Sports Complex between Malabon Fisher Mall and Marikina Junior Shoe Masters. Once again, this is Nico Rocha along with my partner Coach Noy Africa, our courtside reporter Andy Veloso, bringing you these games live on Facebook, on YouTube, and Channel 98 on Signal TV. What has been the story of the third quarter, Coach Noy, between Marikina and Malabon?
Well, Marikina has been trying to pull away, but repeatedly Malabon has been, hitting some key shots. But I feel like they've been turning the ball over. They're actually killing their momentum due to either bad shots, turnovers, that unsportsmanlike foul earlier. So they're going to have to value each possession moving forward, especially since Marikina will seem to be content, sitting on this 10-point lead. And they're going to have to make big plays and key defensive stops moving forward.
Really there, Coach Roy. Let's see what Malabon does here in the fourth quarter. They have a lot of time left. They're only down by 10. But if they continue to make those kind of mistakes, mas mahirapan talaga sila manalo at ultimately makamove on.
Yeah, because they've been making some stops. But right as I say that, you see Escalante with an easy basket there.
It's a foul right there on Marikina. Although they enjoy a 12-point lead right now. Mark Hagone. Tingnan mo, 17 points, 11 rebounds.
Yeah.
Ngayon lang nag-sink in na. May 11 rebounds pala siya.
The last time we checked, he was 13 and 4.
13 and 4 lang, diba?
Yeah.
So, galing to 7 rebounds ito.
And, going back to my point, if you look at the field goal percentages, when you shoot 42% from the field, you should be ahead.
Yeah.
And Malabon is down by double digits. And, it's really been, their offense is doing okay. Their defense, they're holding Marikina to 36%. They're doing fine, but it's really those small mistakes, those turnovers, some bad decisions here and there. If they can put it all together, they're very much still in this ball game.
Yeah, so the question is, will the 17 turnovers reflect its ugly head here, right? I mean, is it, did losing the basketball bury them enough, or will they be able to come back? So that's something that we're observing right now with Malabon, able to make up for their miscues right now. A drive once again, the fast break has been their friend. Let's see if they convert this time.
Like in that situation, they had a 3-on-1. They were not properly spaced. One was under the basket. The ball handler was right in the middle of the lane, and you had a teammate spotting up from the outside. That was actually easy defense for that one solitary defender on the side of Marikina, just choosing to stop the basketball. And that time, they were not able to convert on an odd-numbered fast break.
Right now, it's 57-49. Marikina only up by 8. Despite shooting by 35%, it's the extra possessions which is giving them this advantage, and of course taking care of the basketball in a way as well.
They've had 15 more field goal attempts than Malabon. So actually, it's not enough to just look at the field goal percentage. You look at the number of attempts to get that percentage.
Although Malabon is creeping right back here. They're only down by 6. Marikina knows the situation at hand. They need to talk this over. We have commenced to resume our fourth quarter. And once again, another turnover for Marikina. Malabon is getting the key stops at the right time, Coach Noy. Ito yung oras na pwede pa. And without them being pressured too much.
Yeah, definitely. But at this point, I feel like they're gonna have to lessen those mistakes. This should be an even closer ball game. If not for some faulty decision makings at time for Malabon.
The dish and the bucket for the white shirts. Marikina back up by 8.
Pitunyo once again finding a way to score inside. Already with 10 points.
They opt for the 3 ball. No good right there. And that is a foul on Marikina, which means 2 free throws for Malabon.
Surprisingly for Malabon, we haven't heard much from itong si Monico Manlutak. I don't think
parang
he's even on the floor. He only had 3 points total and he leads his team in scoring
And,
with 9 a game.
Only playing 15 minutes of action right now. So, tingnan natin what's causing him not to be on the floor right now. Maybe it's because of the run. Di ba sometimes you play with the players you have on the court, sino yung nagpabalik sa atin. So,
right.
most likely ganun, no? Tingnan natin what happens here. Junio, hounded by blue shirts. Much to their success. Can they convert here? Oh! Nailang no? Kasi somebody was trying to swipe right there. Could have opted for just a spin move, but... Oops! Charging! Called on Hagonoy.
That was a good defensive stop there. I'd always applaud anyone who is willing to put his body on the line, especially against a freight train like Mart Hagonoy.
Tap there by Marikina. Babalik sa Malabon. 5 minutes and 30 remaining here. Once again, we got another timeout on the floor, this time by Malabon. Back here for some fourth quarter action between the Marikina Junior Shoemasters and the Malabon Fishermall. This is Nico Rocha with Noy Africa. Courtside reporter is Andy Veloso. You see there a great after timeout play for Malabon. They're only now down by 4. And Coach Noy, what is Marikina? What is the cause of Marikina's losing this lead?
Yeah, I felt like they started, this is a cliche, but they started playing, not to lose. And the aggressiveness is not there. As you see that fancy finish coming from Sanchez.
Wow, that after timeout play, unfortunately for them, they have tied this ball game with 30 seconds, with just under 30 seconds of playtime. Let's see what Marikina does in the response. You know, Coach Noy, right now on our stat sheet, it says that Marikina has 12 steals to the 7 of Malabon. It doesn't seem that way considering how Malabon plays their defense because of their full court trap. They have so many deflections. That's why it looks like they had more steals than what's shown here on the box score.
Yeah, but in the last few minutes, it has been Malabon forcing Marikina to make mistakes. And all of a sudden, we are all tied up.
Ooh, almost a near steal once again for Malabon.
We still have 3 seconds to cross the timeline.
See there, the referee's directing our players on where to stand. Another tap there by Malabon. This is their defense actually is what made them catch up in this ball game.
Well, a good thing for Marikina there, they were able to cross the half-court line.
A high looper of a 3 hits the back rim and a foul on Malabon. Fortunately for them, it's only their second team foul here.
Actually, that shot from Pinaga looked
good.
ill-advised, but
It looked good in a way.
yeah, but as I looked on the Marikina bench, they did not mind. I think he had the license to shoot that
Okay,
shot.
kasi walang nailang.
Oh yeah.
Another 3 ball. This time hits the front rim. And this time a foul on Marikina. Babalik sa Malabon. Heading into this fourth quarter, Marikina was up by 8. Now it's a tie ball game after 6 minutes.
Yeah, that's right. And Escalante will foul out. So we're gonna expect Malabon to, try to go inside now with a smaller front line of Marikina.
Also supposed to be great passing by Malabon, but Marikina reading that well. 4 minutes and 15. Tendencia. A floater. Short. Here comes Malabon. Once again, they have the advantage. 3 versus 1. Everything but the shot.
They've not been able to capitalize on those advantages in transition. Itong Malabon.
Mestillo could have given Marikina the lead, but Hagonoy was right there to get the steal, the sidestep, and the bucket. A power move brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness, the official fitness part of the Junior MPBL. What better way than to get back the lead, courtesy of your star player in Mart Hagonoy.
And I don't think there's any person on that lineup for Marikina who deserves to be praised for pound fitness than Mart Hagonoy. And that time, you could see he was looking straight at the basket. He wanted to get that lead back. Unfortunately, not able to complete that three-point play.
Tingnan natin ano mangyayari dito. It's anybody's ball game. I'm sure, Coach, you would say the same.
Oh,
Ooh,
unnecessary.
yeah. Not at this point in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
It was well read by Marikina. They have a chance to increase this lead even further. Elevator play almost looking like that a while ago. The drive and the bucket for Voho Penaga. Parang feel ko favorite player si Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
diba?
kind of feels that way. You know, the quirkiness
Yung
of
quirkiness
this
ng
new
laro
movement.
niya.
No?
Yung get up.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna drop it off actually to Hagonoy underneath because he did that earlier. Kind of a forced shot, but every time it goes in, there's no such thing as a forced shot.
You got Sanchez at the line right now. First shot is good for Malabon. So Marikina, they have to be careful here. They're only separated by 3 points. Could be 2 after this free throw. They're in the penalty. Their opponents are not. So need to play honest defense here from here on out. 1 for 2 at the trip for Malabon. Secured by the white shirts.
Both teams actually shooting well from the free throw area. 12 out of 16 for 12 out of 17 for Malabon. Same number for Marikina.
Penaga. Almost losing control of the basketball. The no-look pass. Fortunately, too short. Can they get another crack at this? Hagonoy. No good. Once again, another offensive rebound. Will the three be enough? No good as well. And Marikina, unnecessary swipe there, which gives Malabon a trip to the line, able to catch up while the clock is stopped.
And they've been taking some hurried shots here in the fourth quarter, and it just might come back to haunt them. I think Mistidio already hoisting up too early
3-pointers.
threes early in the shot clock, even Penaga earlier.
First shot is good. 63-61.
And a rare sighting from Monico Manlutak, our marquee player for Malabon now with only 4 points, make that 5.
Now, only a 1-point lead separates these two teams. The play-in tournament. This is the kind of action we expect whenever it's junior MPBL. Oh no, he lost control of the basketball. He's trying to get fancy with it. Here comes Marikina. Faking the defender, pulling up. The medyo nailang, no? Nag-move to the right. And there you go. No one was right there to contest the shot by Malabon. And now they have the lead. 64-63. The question is, can they preserve it? Can they increase it even further? Or will Marikina answer right back? Chance of defense by the Malabon faithful. Hagonoy, the spin move. Air ball, but a teammate was right there. They get another chance. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Peñago wastes no time, hoisting up the three, and that's all net from there.
Penaga has been spotting up from that spot, and a very big shot giving them the lead back. But now they're up by 2.
The guts of this kid to hoist up a three-pointer. Good thing it went for them. And there you go, you get a key stop for the junior Shoemasters. Yun na, medyo nagmadali. And I think that's a foul. A foul was called on Marikina.
And they
It's
are
frustration
in the
foul
penalty, no?
din.
The thing is, they're ahead, so there's really no space for frustration just
Oo
yet.
nga eh. That's something that you teach in this level. It's 14, 16, 18. The composure, the situation of the game, what should you do? Good thing for Marikina, Sanchez misses his first free throw. He has another one to cut down this lead.
And as expected, we're definitely gonna go down the wire here.
Coach, now for those who just tuned in, sabihin natin mga nanood from first to third quarter, alam nila na Marikina the big lead entering this fourth quarter. What happened? How did Malabon catch up?
Well, Malabon really just, it was really a slow, long grind for them to get back. But I think we were discussing this early. I think in the fourth quarter, we felt like Marikina was starting to play not to lose. They were not being aggressively trying to get the victory. There are really those kinds of situations. You try to just preserve. I think they had a 10-point lead here in the fourth quarter, and that has just disappeared now.
So that Malabon press is terrifying. They've been doing this all game. That's why they were able to catch up. And now, once again, with the lead. Question is, can they hold on? A risky pass right there. But Hagonoy, always ready for the moment, despite a defender right in his face, able to make the basket. Gives Marikina once again the lead. 1 point. Separating the blue and white. See you guys after this timeout.
Here's Wagan. Kicks it out. Doliente, step back. Goes up. Yes!
Our official time remaining here, 47.3 seconds between Marikina and Malabon. Marikina holding on to a 1-point lead. Once again, this is Nico Rocha with my partner, Coach Noy Africa, our courtside reporter, Andy Veloso, bringing you this tight ball game as we still don't know who's going to end up with a victory.
And we expected this, of course.
Yes, of course.
Right
This is what we
from the
expected.
pregame. And, that's why we're in the play-in tournament. Pretty much the start of the playoffs here in the 16 and under division of the junior MPBL.
Malabon. That shot bouncing off the rim. He stopped there for Marikina. And what you expect from Marikina right now is they want to milk this clock as much as possible.
That's for sure, but it doesn't seem to be the case for Hagonoy.
Okay. Malabon, here they come. Spin move, the bump, and
what a
the
shot.
bucket. 69-68, 15 seconds remaining. Marikina, Hagonoy, he gets a bucket as well. Quick counter for Marikina. Timeout by Malabon with 7.4 seconds remaining. What a turn of events. Get to see more of this action after this quick break. .4 seconds. Enough time for Malabon to make something. Hounded. Almost losing control of the basketball. The shot! And is that?
No more
Could
timeout.
that be the
No more
final play?
timeouts
No
for
more
Marikina.
timeouts, yes. Marikina has 2.4 seconds. Let's see what they do here. A steal! Almost. Nope. And there you go, Malabon. Squeaks a victory over the Marikina Junior Shoemasters. Is this how we expected it to be? Yes, it was. This is how we expected the games to happen in the Amoranto Sports Complex. What a way for Malabon to come back from being down by as much as 10 and erasing all of that in the fourth quarter. What a way this game turned out to be.
Wow. Both teams trading big baskets. You have Aran with the basket. You have Hagonoy on the other end and Manlutak.
Let's take a look at the TMT play. Move of the game.
I mean, he was, a disappearing act for the first 3 quarters. But when clutch time came, it was Monica Manlutak there to deliver the go-ahead and apparently is the game-winning basket for Malabon.
I mean, di ba? Sa pinag-usapan natin, parang hindi natin nakita si Manlutak. Sabi, dyan lang kayo. Dito ako lalabas. And what a way for your last basket to be the one to send your team further into the tournament.
And they will now be facing Antipolo, who lost earlier to Manila for the final spot. It's going to be Antipolo versus Malabon for the number 8 seed in the North Division of the 16 and under division of the Junior MPBL.
Grabe to, Coach Noy. Iba talaga action pagdating sa Junior MPBL. We get to see a lot of plays like this, and this is how I imagine it to be. Let's turn it over to Andy Veloso to be interviewing the TMT player of the game.
TMT play best player of the game, none other than Matthew Aaron from the 16 under Malabon Fisher Mall, finishing with 18 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. So congratulations for that. That was an intense game, Matthew. Ano ba yung sinabi ni Coach Froilan during timeout na talagang nag-motivate sa inyo para makuha itong panalo na to?
Sabi lang po sa amin ni Coach Froy na lumaban kami hanggang dulo kasi hanggat hindi pa nagbabuzzer sa fourth, may pag-asa pa kami manalo. So ayun lang ginawa namin. Nagtulong-tulong kami sa court. Ayun, nanalo naman po. Grateful din po kami sa mga coaches and sa managers po.
Kitang-kita naman yung tulungan nyo sa loob ng court. Siyempre yung effort nyo. Meron ka bang gustong pasalamatan o ba't yan, Matthew?
Gusto ko lang po pasalamatan yung mga coaches, managers, and yung mga coaches po, tsaka teammates ko sa San Sebastian, and sila Coach Martin po, tsaka sila Coach Mike, tsaka po yung mama at papa ko, tsaka yung kapatid ko na birthday po ngayon. Kaya sa kanya ko po ito inaalala yung laro ko.
Happy birthday sa kapatid mo, Matthew. Again, our TMT play best player of the game, Matthew Aran from the 16 under Malabon Fisher Mall. And now, Matthew, together with Coach Froilan, maaari niyo nang ikabit ang rightful place ng inyong logo. Congratulations to the team. Coach, congratulations again to the 16 under Malabon Fisher Mall. Balik sa inyo, Nico and Coach Noy.
Thanks for that, Andy. And once again, here are some of the highlights between Marikina and Malabon. It was a game that we knew from the first quarter that there was no clear winner, considering that these teams will give their all to move on to this tournament. But in the end, it was courtesy of a Monico Manlutak runner that gave the victory to Malabon with 3 seconds remaining. It's a battle all throughout, no team able to pull away. It looked like Marikina would pull away because of the tempo a while ago, but it ultimately ended with Malabon. Let's take a look here. Up next, between the battle of the 828 QC Junior Giants up against the Venezuela Junior Classic, this time 18 and under. We'll see you guys right there. On behalf of Coach Noy Africa, our courtside reporter Andy Veloso, this has been Nico Rocha. We'll see you guys in the next game. You are watching Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.